I was 22 when I booked my dream trip to Thailand. It was supposed to be a graduation gift to myself, 2 weeks of backpacking through Bangkok, Chiang Mai, and the islands. I'd saved for months, planned every detail, and convinced my younger sister Emily, who was 19, to come with me. "You're gonna love it," I told her. "We can split costs, and it'll be our big adventure before you start college." Emily was excited but nervous. She'd never left the country before. I helped her get her passport, taught her about packing light, and walked her through our itinerary. The night before our flight, we stayed up late going over our checklist one more time. "Everything's in here," Emily said, holding up her backpack. "Passport, tickets, chargers, converters, the whole deal." I checked my own bag and felt confident. We had a 6 a.m. flight from JFK to Bangkok with a connection in Tokyo. I set 3 alarms and went to bed early, dreaming about Thai food and beaches. The next morning, we took an Uber to the airport. I was groggy but excited as we approached the check-in counter. That's when Emily's face went pale. "What's wrong?" I asked. "I can't find my passport," she whispered. I felt a knot form in my stomach. "It has to be in your bag." We checked 3 times. She started frantically digging through her backpack, pulling out clothes, toiletries, everything. "No passport." "You had it last night," I said, trying to stay calm. We were looking at our boarding passes together. Emily's eyes filled with tears. "I must have left it at home. Or in the Uber. Or." The airline representative was already looking at us sympathetically. "You can't board an international flight without a passport, ma'am." I watched my dream vacation start to crumble. Emily was devastated, blaming herself. I was angry but mostly heartbroken. "Let me call Mom," I said. "Maybe she can overnight it or something." But Mom was 2 hours away, and even with expedited shipping, the passport wouldn't arrive in time. The flight was leaving in 2 hours. "Maybe I should just go without you," I said, the words tasting bitter. Emily looked horrified. "No, that's terrible. We planned this together." I felt torn. Part of me wanted to abandon her and go on my dream trip. The other part couldn't imagine leaving my sister stranded at the airport, especially since it was her first international trip. "I'll stay," I said finally. "We'll reschedule. There will be other trips." The airline was actually really helpful. They rebooked us for the same flight a week later at no charge since it was an emergency situation. I felt a wave of relief, we hadn't completely lost everything. But then something strange happened. As we were gathering our bags to leave, Emily's backpack tipped over. A small, flat object slid out from a hidden compartment I'd never noticed before. It was her passport. Emily froze. "I don't understand." I picked it up, feeling confused and angry. "It was in your bag the whole time." Emily's face turned bright red. I don't know how it got there." The pieces started clicking together. Emily had been acting strange for weeks, distant, distracted. She'd asked me repeatedly if I would go without her if something went wrong. "You planned this," I said slowly. "You wanted me to go without you." Emily burst into tears. "I'm sorry. I wanted to do this on my own. I've never done anything by myself. And you're always so together and perfect, and I'm just the screw-up sister." I was stunned. "You sabotaged our trip. You made me think I was abandoning you." The airline staff was watching us now, clearly uncomfortable with the drama unfolding. Emily nodded through her tears. "I thought if you left without me, you'd realize you could have fun without me hovering. And maybe I could prove to myself that I could handle something big on my own." I felt a mixture of anger, hurt, and pity. "So you let me feel guilty for nothing? You let me give up my dream trip?" "I know it was stupid," Emily sobbed. I panicked. I didn't know what else to do. The airline representative cleared her throat. "Ma'am, if you'd like to proceed with check-in, we can still make the flight. Your sister can't board without her own passport anyway." I looked at Emily, then at the passport in my hand. The dream trip was still possible. But could I trust my sister? Could I forgive this massive betrayal? What would you have done?